Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report, as well as Joe Boo's day job. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, as well as you ladies. You know what's really nice? What's really nice is it's the end of the day. I always love doing my fireside chat because it gives me a chance to reflect on everything that was good, bad, and ugly for the day, and to think and reflect, did I do everything I could to be a better person, to have done as much as I could do, to be in a better position in life, and was I a solid citizen that look out for my fellow man as well as lady? And it's crazy because it's after 10 o'clock at night. Started this morning like 7:30. It's Sunday night, and I'm so motivated and excited about working on this place. And I'm so excited because football season is here. And the thing that is so nice, it is so nice because a lot of people take off for the football season. I mean, when the season's over, and I'm seeing a lot of people that I have not seen in a long time, and it's great to have them back. You know, people like Zeppelin Fan and Paula Bettis, and it's just so many. There's so many people I can't even think. My mind is just blank. Has been a long day, but welcome back, everybody. Football season is upon us, and I have to say, I feel good about where we are. You know, I don't think people realize something because Jacqueline Nome shared with me that they were talking about on 105 The Fan, RJ and something. I don't know all the shows. I don't actually listen that often. I apologize. I don't actually listen to The Fan always that often. So I didn't see the show or hear the show or anything on there. But they were talking about CJ Stroud, you know, that the ceiling for him is higher than Dak Prescott. If I had $1 for every time I heard about the ceiling is higher for somebody else other than Dak Prescott, didn't they say the ceiling was higher for Carson Wentz? Didn't they say the ceiling was higher for Jared Goff? Because those are first round guys. The ceiling is higher for them than Dak Prescott. Kyler Murray, oh, he's great. And we keep hearing this same kind of narrative that everybody else is better. How about we do this for a second and be thankful for what we actually have? Because people don't realize how bad things were when Jason Garrett left. Yeah, people are going to say, there you go. Yeah, Dak Prescott is the Jason Garrett killer. Well, I'll tell you what. Jason Garrett had 8-8, 8-8, 8-8, and we didn't have back-to-back playoffs with that guy. Ever. Ever. In fact, I don't think we had back-to-back winning seasons with Jason Garrett. So don't come at me and say, oh, well, Dak killed that. Because Jason Garrett had the best offensive line in football. And as much as people want to say, Mike McCarthy's on the hot seat, I do recall that when Tony Romo went out for 12 games, we won 1. Now, you may believe that Cooper Rush is like Skip Bayless, that he felt better about Cooper Rush being there and would rather have Cooper Rush starting than Dak Prescott. If last night didn't remind you that Cooper Rush, with the help of the defense, played good, but wasn't challenged to have to do a lot, then I can't help it. But I want you to understand something. Think about where we were. Because people don't realize, because somebody said, well, the only way that you can rebuild is by losing or getting rid of your quarterback. But see, you don't actually understand, because take a look at our defense. 2020, we were the historically worst defense the Dallas Cowboys have ever had in their history. They gave up more points by like 40 points or 50 points than any other team in the Cowboys history. That goes from them being an expansion team. It was ugly. And understand, that was before there was a 17-game season. 16 games. But take a look at the defense right now. The only guys you really have that are holdovers with any age are DeMarcus Lawrence and Leighton Vander Esch. Yeah, Donovan Wilson was here. But take a look. This defense has been completely rebuilt. The majority of Jason Garrett guys are gone. And you went from being one of the worst defenses to possibly one of the best. And it's not just the starters. For once, we have depth. We went from literally, I want you to understand this. When you look at OC, when you look at Mozzie Smith, when you look at Hankins, we have depth. Gallimore is on the bubble. When you look at edge rushers, when we drafted Taco Charlton, I want you to understand how bad things were. We drafted Taco Charlton out of desperation because all the edge rushers were going out. Yeah, nobody thought that TJ Watt was going to be the guy he was, and it would have been great had we drafted him, but we didn't. But they had what Rod Marnelli liked. They had the length, the size, and all that, and potential. But my fire's getting low. Didn't put enough juice in there. But understand, we looked and said, who's going to rush the passer? We have so many guys that we forget about some of them. You got D-Law, who's one of the best run stoppers in football. Micah Parsons, who right now is a generational player and has the potential to be the next Lawrence Taylor, or even better than Lawrence Taylor. That's right, I said it. But behind him, you got Sam Williams and Dante Fowler, who, a veteran who still gets you 6 sacks. You got Dorrance Armstrong, who had a career year last year with 8.5 sacks. You got Chauncey Golston, a guy who's got a lot of potential but can't get on the field. You got all of that depth. You can go 3 deep in all the positions on the defensive front. And now, where we had Jalen Smith and Leighton Vander Esch. Vander Esch is finally seeming to stay healthy. And you got Damone Clark, who finally has an off season, who you see him settling in and you say, okay, that guy can really move. He's what the Eagles have been swearing that Nakobe Dean is. Yeah, I said that. And then you look at Overshown, who will be the Jalen Hurts hunter. The Jalen Hurts hunter. That's my nickname. Because he's going to be hunting for Jalen Hurts when he's running. You got linebackers that are young. And then you start looking at a defensive backfield. You got the veteran that was a former MVP, and Stephon Gilmore, with Diggs, another one of the most reliant players on the Cowboys at cornerbacks. And our safeties that, Deron Bland back there, and you got Donovan Wilson, J-Ron Curse, Malik Hooker. You got a great, incredible defense that has been completely rebuilt since 2020. And you look at the offense, we got some work to do on the offensive line. But your skill positions, you look at Deuce already. Oh man, that speed and elusiveness. Oh my God. Deuce is loose. And you look at the way CD has come on. And I know that y'all aren't fans of Dak Prescott, but you have this talent out there. As they say, Dak Prescott needs these guys. Well, everybody needs these guys. But Dak's got these guys this year. And I look at it from the standpoint of saying that Jalen Tolbert right now looks better than Noah Brown, who had to play a hell of a lot last year. And that's our 4th guy, as opposed to the guy who was 2nd in receiving yards last year. I feel good about this team. Now understand, that's step number 1, getting the talent. You've got a lot of talent. Step number 2 is getting that talent to work together. And step number 3 is keeping them healthy. You got step number 1 started. You got a lot of good guys. Still worried about the offensive line? We're going to need some health there. But I feel really, really good about this team. And I will say, that the 2007 team was probably the best team that we had since the 90s. I think the potential for this team is to be a lot better. I feel that strongly. And it looks like the fire's gone out. But yeah, just remember, good people. I'm appreciative that all of you guys are coming back, and we're getting this party started. And we have a bunch of new channel members. And if you are a channel member and you've never gotten a shot glass or your stress football, we're working on getting those things out. Next week we'll have another mask put out on them. Unfortunately, with as many channel members as we have, it costs about $3 shipping for each one of those. It adds up, and we put so much money into trying to get this place together and done, and sending out all the stuff that we have. It takes a bit, so I'm a little low on cash to get this stuff out. But come next week, we'll have another influx of money, and we'll get some more out. But we'll have it all out to you guys before the season starts. But if you are a new channel member, or if you're a channel member and you've never gotten your stuff, if you haven't gone to the community tab in there, there is a post welcoming channel members. Click on the link in there that'll take you to our Thrive site so we can get your address, because YouTube ain't giving me your address. We got to know where we have to send the stuff. And so I need you to take care of that so we can take care of you. But remember, good people, tomorrow's not promised. And that's one of the reasons why I try and do everything I can every day, because I don't know that I'll be here tomorrow. And I don't want to leave anything unfinished if I can. Remember to tell everybody that you love how much you love them, because you might not get the chance again. And I love you guys. And God willing, we'll be here tomorrow. Peace.